I saw, Air Force is going to be placing people on admin leave starting soon. So there's two categories of them kind of people they're going to be put on admin leave. The first category are folks that signed up for the deferred resignation program, also called that fork in the road email that OPM sent. The second category are those that opted for a retirement option known as voluntary early retirement, or if you had a regular retirement prior to December 31st, 2025, you are eligible. All right, because they rolled out this program last week, and there was a lot of confusion on how they were going to implement the program. So a lot of people really had some issues with the way the program was rolled out. There was also possible allegations of discrimination because, again, who was exempted and who wasn't exempted makes a whole lot of deal. And what was the mechanism for quote unquote exempting people? There wasn't transparency. When you add that to the fact that this whole thing that's been going on with 5 things that you did last week, it's been adding a lot of mental anguish, stress, and anxiety to Air Force workers, myself included. I've never been through this kind of stuff before. So I'm with you if you're in the military and you're going through this, if you're a civilian and you're going through this, because everybody's impacted that works for DOD. Because think about it, if all the civilians get laid off, who's going to pick up the job? The military. So the civilians work hand in hand with the military. So that's why this is such a bad thing to be happening at this time, man. And so yeah, my prayers are with everybody. Just make sure you are documenting everything that's happening with you. Make sure all your paperwork is straight. Make sure you have somebody to talk to tell them what's going on, because I'm telling you, this is only going to get worse before it gets better. All right. So yes, folks are going to start getting placed on admin leave. And they're going to be on admin leave until, for the people that are looking to resign, the admin leave carries them through 30 September 2025. For the people that are looking to retire, on the other hand, they can retire at any point through December 31st, 2025. Okay, so that's really the biggest news. I just wanted to come out here and let you guys know that the program is on. So that's phase 1. Phase 2 is what I call the rifts. So those are coming. So phase 2 is going to look at, based off of, this is just me thinking, right? Based off of what you've been replying to those 5 questions, because it's now a weekly event, right? So the one for this week is due on 11 March 2025. That's when that's due. So that means if you've been working or if you haven't been working, you gotta do those 5 bulleted points, and then you gotta reply to the OSD PNR email and then CC your supervisor. Okay, so that one hit the streets on Friday, right before I got out. It's like, hey, what did you do? They said, hey, update to what did you do last week? I'm like, oh my God. Guess what I was doing all weekend? I did not have time off, folks. I didn't have time off. I was stressing out all weekend trying to figure out how to make sure my statements make sense. You gotta make sure your statements make sense. You just can't say, well, I went to the gym in the morning, and then I went to the office, and I answered a couple of emails. No, you actually gotta think through what you did, how that impacts or improves the organization that you're in, because each organization is different. All right. And oh, by the way, Don't think anybody's gonna help you write it. You are gonna write it by yourself, okay? And it's gotta make sense, and you gotta have some kind of a theme or what they call that stuff, logic about it. It's gotta make so much sense that if somebody was to read it and they don't know who you are, they'll be like, oh yeah, this is somebody that I think you should keep. This is somebody that's bringing value to the organization. This is somebody that's, that's worth getting promoted. I'm telling you something, this is also something that's gonna be part of your annual appraisal. So those bullet points that you've been given, because remember the appraisals closeout date is next month. Yeah, think about it for a second. So if you have solid summaries and bullets, make sure you copy those and start populating your appraisals with those. Because what I think is going to happen is at some point, that's what your supervisor is going to have to roger up to. They cannot say that you didn't do those jobs, right? So you get those on a little Word document. You know about your appraisals. You can get in there and put in notes, okay, before your actual final appraisal. So that's the other thing. So the riffs, from my opinion, are going to be implemented based off of the responses from this program. And for the people that are just saying, oh, I'm not going to do it, I don't care, it's some Doge stuff, you're going to find out the hard way. Hashtag FAFO. Okay, don't send that stuff and you're going to find out the hard way. Another reason why this is important, you may not like the policies or whatever, but you're in an organization where you have to what? Follow orders. You have to follow orders. So, and don't wait till the last minute and think you have time. You know why that's not good? It's also going to show that you're not prompt in responses. They cannot rely on you to promptly analyze a situation and give them a recommended courses of action so they can do what's called decision support. Okay, so decision support is a good part of what you do in leadership. Okay, it doesn't mean that, oh well, I don't know what I'm doing. It's just saying, hey, look, you can count on me to do a quick analysis of a potential decision and be able to recommend some courses of action. That's what they're trying to see. Who can we trust to do those kind of things, right? And so if you're in the federal government or you know somebody that's in the federal government, what I'm going to do, I'll be linking some resources in the description below. All right, click those resources. As a matter of fact, one of them is here. It's this book right here. Okay, it's called The Fork in the Road, a reskilling guide for laid off people. It could be for anybody. It says, take these easy steps to chart your next path. All right, it's on Amazon right now. Go check it out. But that's not all, though. I'm also holding episodic lives like this one. Okay, episodic lives that's gonna help people just understand exactly what to do if they find themselves in this kind of situation. I see a couple of people quoting some Psalm 119.9 and Isaiah 48. Appreciate you guys. Just put everybody that's going through this pain right now, put them in your prayers. Do me a quick favor. What I can want you to do to tap this screen. Follow me on my socials. Obviously, this is a social, but check it out on what's the name of that site? TikTok. Okay, so we're on TikTok, and we have a community that we're building on a channel called School. So that's where we can help you guys. Okay, until next time, I'll be checking out with you guys. Stay strong, folks. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right, take care, guys.